Hi everyone, it's Suzanne here. Thanks for joining me. I know you're expecting an art journal page today. Unfortunately, I didn't have time on Sunday to complete it and I'm just run out of time, so I thought I would do a quick box making tutorial. I had a young lady who, her name is Sanita, and she got a hold of me and she really enjoyed the video and the type of box called a bigger box. I did a video about it and she was requesting a smaller size. So she wanted, the size of the box originally was 7 and she needed a 5.5-inch box. This way, I was assuming. So all the dimensions I've kept the same, but I thought I would quickly go over, and what a better way to help a viewer than to make a visual instruction. So what we're going to need is my scoring tool. I'm going to need 2 pieces of cardstock. The base is 9.5 by 8 and the lid is 7 by 5.25, and we are going to score on the long side at 2 inches and at 7.5, and turning it round, and we've got 2 inches and 6. So that's the base. And then the lid is, as I said, 7 by 5.25. The long side we are scoring at 3/4 of an inch and 6.25. Turning it round, 3/4 of an inch and 4 3/4, which would give us just that 1/2 inch lip that fits inside the box to create the lip. So that part right here. Okay. That's all we're going to need. Fold and burnishing. Yeah, it takes me a while to do those art journals, and I was out all day. I went to a little town that's south of the city that I live in, and it was called Oliver, and they had a festival on called Festival of the Grape, and you can imagine there's like 100 wine vendors and merchants, and really fun. So I didn't get home until like 10:30, and yeah, so didn't have a lot of time to do anything, and this is much quicker to whip off. So okay, so now that I've burnished both, I'm going to start on my base, and I'm cutting straight down and wedging out, and we're going to do that on all 4 of the tabs. I ended up buying a really cool bracelet. I'll have to wear it in a future video. I didn't think about putting it on. It has a really neat gem that you can sort of magnet off. It's fun. I got to hang out with friends that I haven't seen for a while. And I got a little tipsy, I have to be honest. I was a little groggy the next morning. I wasn't driving, don't worry. Okay. So there's the box there. Now we're going to go on to the lid. And again, I'm going to take that little rectangle off. That little rectangle off. And then wedging in on the tabs. This is a really quick box to make. And I chose to do the example in Cherry Cobbler, and this is in Old Olive, and I'm using the Designer Series paper. Oh, I can't remember the name, Mary something. Okay, so we will adhere the lid to the box like I did in the original video. I'm just using fast fuse for speed. It's a hinge though, so you might want to take care and, you know, put some of our tear and tape or what have you. What a nice strong adhesive. Okay, so right close to the edge or that crease, whoa, you hear some crunching, those are my kitty cats having a late night snack. They think I'm nuts because I talk to myself, and I think they think that I'm talking to them sometimes. Okay, so we're bringing the tabs up to meet the walls of the box. Nice and flush there. And here and here. Oops. Oh, fast fuse, fast fuse. It's gotten stuck. There we go. Oh, I'm lucky. Okay. Oh, I forgot fast fuse on these little guys. Well, I have a really awesome November planned for you guys, all my video followers. So stay tuned for that. Okay, like I said before in the other video, the only thing I don't like about this box is that we've got this weird kind of gaping, and that's just because of how the lid has to sit over top of the base of the box. So you can take your time and measure off like I did originally, but I've loosened up a little bit on stuff like that, so now I'm sort of just using the length of my scissors. You can see how I did that. I just lined that scissor up, got right to the corner, and that fixed that problem straight away. So the designer series paper I have is 3 3/4 by 5 1/4, and I did make a little bit of a gray matte, just because I thought it looked pretty. So it's about 1/8. I don't even know. Like, I put the designer series paper on, and then I just cut the smoky slate piece right over it. So my measurements, it's just a hair. So it does, I mean, it doesn't have to be, it's very kind of nondescript. It could be just a winter card, right? Or sorry, a winter box, a seasonal box. I put a snowflake on here. I'm eyeballing it, and you know how I really don't eyeball stuff well. It's part of the, I can't handle it. It's got to be somewhat even. OCD, can you say OCD? Okay. Anyway, so Sunita, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. I hope this is the size of the box that you were looking for. I'm sending you an email with the link to this video so you can follow along. Thanks so much for getting in contact with me, and it's a good lesson for anybody. If you need a specific box or something to house something like a bar of soap, or you know, a gift, an unusual thing, you want me to come up with something, please don't hesitate to ask. You can go to my blog, sunstampin.com. You're going to find the dimensions for this box and everything that you need at the blog. There's going to be a blog post in the description bar, goes directly to it. And yeah, so no art journal today, and yeah, I will hopefully get time to do one next week. Thanks so much for joining me, and I will see you on Friday. Bye.